queues of kids round the block. I mean, thousands of them all waiting for the latest one.
So many people were beginning to fall in love with J.K. Rowling's writing.
I think I probably would have been about 8 years old. I think that's when the first one came out. It became like our family thing. My dad used to do all the voices, and my brother and I just became obsessed.
The Chamber of Secrets was the first book that I'd sort of genuinely stayed up at night reading.
The writing was so vivid, the characters so relatable.
It was such an intricately, perfectly designed universe.
I think it's
limitless possibilities.
One of the many reasons I admire J.K. so much is the millions who now read books who would never have lifted a book up in their lives. And you suddenly realise the power of writing.
The new Harry Potter film are looking for children to play the 3 main roles in the multi-million-pound film.
I remember going to David, being the great producer that he is, convinced Dan's father to bring Dan in for an audition, and that's basically when we got our Harry Potter.
And action.
That's a dragon egg.
What is it?
That's what that is.
What is that?
Dragon egg.
Uh-huh. I was a very happy kid who had a really haunted quality, apparently. You're really sweet, but you looked like you had real, stuff going on.
It was very emotional, actually, seeing this kid sitting there talking, and I just thought, yep, that's him. Thank God we found him.
Rupert and Emma were very easy to cast because they felt like they jumped off the page. We screen tested the 3 of them together to make sure that they all had this chemistry, which immediately was obvious in the first screen test.
Remember, guys, get closer to her as she finds out the information. And action.
I never thought to look in here.
Got so tight because this thing that's running current in you that you had to push it back at him. As well as the physical challenge.
And someone said something along the lines of, yeah, she had a crush on you.
I used to come in every day and look for his number on the call sheet. It was number 7. And if his number was on the call sheet, it was an extra exciting day. He was 3 years above me, and so for him, he was like, you're like my little sister.
I became very protective over her. Yeah, I've always had a soft spot for her, and that continues to the day.
I think really the truth of it was Tom was the one that I could often be more vulnerable with.
There's always been something that's like, I don't know, a kinship.
Nothing has ever happened romantically with us. We just love each other. That's all I can say about that.
Together! 1, 2, 3!
Thinking about how we sort of grow the whole thing up and make it a little bit more adult and sort of thematic and a little darker.
It needed to expand and get bigger and more frightening. There was a big increase in scale and complexity, from being childish to influencing events and being part of the big world.
He's just a boy. You say much more and you might as well induct him into the order straight away.
Good, I want to join. If Voldemort's raising an army, then I want to fight.